big peeps out there. Hope everybody's doing all right this morning. I don't know. Saw some things earlier I didn't particularly like. Just wanted other people's opinion on it. And we can do that, but gotta ask people here first. That damn watch. It goes off every night of my life. I have no idea how to stop it. It's not even the watch I wear. Guess I could throw the damn thing away. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, I could probably do that. Got a new guitar. Got my studio pretty close to being finished. It's about like moving. You just ain't moving. I moved everything in the house though. And I'm a, whatever you call it, a hoarder. Whereas I keep shit way too damn long. I don't break it. Yeah, I keep shit entirely too long. Come on, Shadow. Get on in there. You don't fit in that big case, will you? So apparently the electric does not fit in the acoustic case. A lot of you probably know that. I just figured it out. So we have had so many different bands lately. So I'm gonna stop trying to categorize things by genre unless I'm putting it in a playlist. Because, well, sometimes they're just in a genre. But it's okay. Good music's good music. I'm sure everybody's had several different kinds of music impact their lives. I'm not sure, but I would assume. I don't like doing that, but I will every now and then. So, about the mental health aspect, I ran across a channel earlier, and I'm not gonna call no names. And if you guess it, I'm not gonna tell you, because I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus like that. But if you know a channel similar, then maybe that's it. Maybe it ain't. But this channel was, even in the name, basically predicated or built upon mental health. And they strive to help people talk about it and advocate mental health, basically. So I jumped into the live stream, said a few things, and there were a lot of people leaving some really dark things on there. And wow, you know, these are the things that I do gravitate towards because people need to talk about them more. I think this was more of an open, cut yourself down, we'll say, list. Place to make these comments and feel normal because nobody over exaggerates them. Well, I mean, to some point I see that, but this stream was being very cleverly marketed upon the needs of people with mental health. As to say, every dollar you donate is going to go back into helping those with mental health. Yet, all the help I seen offered was very vague comparisons of well, this happened to me, so you can apply this to you. When as everyone's going to have different views on mental health, I see things a little differently. I try to not compare my situation to someone else's, no matter what. Even if we had, okay, take jail for instance. You can learn a lot from jail. Jail actually teaches you to be a better con man or criminal, or however you'll say it, to beat the system better, because you're in there with the rule makers and learning things about the way they make their damn rules. Come here, camera, you son of a bitch. Sorry, you too. I got my webcam on my damn phone Star Wars holder thing. So anyway, there were people that were steadily, some people were saying, I'm too old, I don't know how to send money, how do I send money? Like, really appreciating this person. And I was too, until when people were told to leave a comment, they were told to leave it in a super chat or super sticker, so it would be highlighted where this person could see it. Well, this person had no problem reading every other comment, whereas they were directed to leave comments in the super chats. And to me, this is not an open place to talk about mental health. This is a place where the more money you spend, the more attention you get on your comment. This is like a lot of the institutions I know, where it's not necessarily the institution doing it, but it's the other people partaking within what this institution does. And they will judge the other people upon how much they put in, whether it be monetary or physical exertion or time or kitty bucks or something, Monopoly money. I don't know, I'm just saying that it seemed to me like this person was using mental health for their monetary value. And I don't like that. But I also don't know if my view is the correct one, and the assumption that that was what was going on. So when you have a chat full of people, and it was full of people, and they're all pleading for someone to listen, I don't think it's right to tell them that the person with the most bedazzled box gets heard, and that person is the one that spends the most money. I think that is marketing. That is marketing. That is marketing mental health. And again, I don't know. I just know what I saw. I know I can describe it to a T. I almost screen recorded it and cut out the creator, because again, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. But if someone's using mental health and preying on people's weakness while they're emotionally vulnerable for monetary gain, other than ad revenue or something, if you're literally almost directing these people to super chats, this is how you talk, then that stream is not to help people. That stream is primarily and fundamentally to make money off of the people, the predication of what the stream was titled. And the channel and the stream is titled Mental Health and Getting Help with it. And again, there was some very dark comments, and they were just instructed to put it in the super chat, and it'll show up really brightly. So, I don't know. You tell me when you watch this. See, well, yeah, I'm here. I'll help someone with their mental health. I'll talk to them objectively, you ain't gonna put nothing in a super chat or super sticker. But this stream was full of people, so it's almost like these people had been to this feeding fest before, if you will. Okay, so people are here now. There was a live stream predicated on mental health. The channel's name had mental health in it. And every time these people with these dark stories talked, they were directed to put their comments in super chats and super stickers so it would be brighter to see for this advocator to highlight their comment. Well, ain't that the same thing as saying, hey, if you pay, I'll talk about yours? That ain't cool. I mean, because first of all, when you're doing a live stream like this, like I'm doing, a bunch of people come on, then you get ad revenue. You get a percentage from whoever pays for premium. Like I pay for premium, I can't stand ads. And, you know, if somebody gives you a super chat or super sticker, then great. And if you're directing them towards it, great. But if you're using mental health for that, that's where I need to bounce ideas off someone else or have another view to maybe make me understand how this is not marketing mental health for your gain. Because when you go to another person's dark closet, if you will, it's hard. Sometimes that's harder on your mental health than to go in your own dark place because you're comfortable there. You've got comfortably numb to that place. You're not comfortable in someone else's. I'm not saying it's harder to talk to somebody than it is to go through it. I'm saying if you're both a member of the hair club, that you both understand what it's like to be bald, it may have affected you differently. You may have coped with it differently, but you do have that in common. So, if there's one person watching, if anybody comments, I'm just curious about what I seen earlier. I can explain it. It's you wonder from Chicago. Hey man, Chicago. I got a Cubbies hat in the floor. Used to love the Cubs. Don't watch it like I used to, but I seen a live stream earlier that was directed to people to put their comments about their mental health. The terrible, terrible, really, really powerful comments. People passing away, people ending themselves, people thinking about doing it actively in that moment. And they were directed to put their comment in super chats, super stickers. So the advocator or creator could highlight these for them and they could talk about it. And at most, when they did pay their money, there were very vague statements like, well, yeah, you know, we can all get through this together. It wasn't religious, so that ain't what I mean. All creators do things with some kind of monetary gain involved, because if you're doing your job correctly, then you got a lot of programs you got to pay for. So. But when you do that and call it helping people with their mental health, I guess put the right label on it. Say, hey, for the right price, we can talk about your mental health. It seems like it was a very clever way this person was using a helping hand or a warm shoulder to invite people in vulnerable and upset, and then cleverly point them towards the offering plate, if you will. But it wasn't religious, like I said. So, I don't know, I advocate mental health all the time, and I'm a great example of mental health. I guess I've always been one that thought if you're going to do something good for someone, if you shout it to the world, it's not that you didn't do something good. I'm not sure your reasoning was in the right place. And I'm not sure of nothing. That's just my view. All I have is my view. I can take many other views and look at them objectively. And then if I see my view as being skewed, then I can rethink it. I guess it's called reflection. But everyone isn't that stable emotionally to rethink these things when they're actively upset. I don't know, I just think it's important. It's hard to talk about. These aren't fun live streams when you talk about this. That's what's so disturbing. These people are leaving these terrible, I'm sitting here right now with my attacker of many years when I was young, in the next room wondering when they're coming back, and just really dark things that we're just seen as normal in this live stream, and I think that is toxic in a way. Again, that's just my thoughts. It's good to have a place where you can talk about things, but if everybody there is trying to one-up each other on how bad you're going to hurt yourself or whatever it may be, it was kind of sick, really, to watch it. And then this person who obviously isn't suffering from anything at the moment, to direct them towards super chats to highlight their comment. Like, well, how did you see their comment in the first place? It was a very poor choice of how to advocate. And this could have just been an innocent mistake that looked like malice to me. Hold on, my computer's a damn long way away. Hey, gymnastics. Sup, chickadee. My favorite person, one of them. Charged for mental health advices, yeah. Yeah, I agree. So you're very familiar with what super chats and super stickers are. This person was pointing everybody towards that. If you want to talk, there you go. That's how you do it. And these were people with really dark, not stories, really dark lives that were happening in the moment, presently in this chat. And I won't throw anybody under the bus. I would tell you who it was, but at another time, because it's not for me to judge them, but it is for me to bring up things when I think I see people being manipulated. And when I see people that, as you understand, may not be all the time in current, the right mindset to be spending their money. And if you have someone clever who are nudging them on, telling them it's okay, I just see that as just as targeting and being a friggin' asshole, if you want to know the truth. But I'll play a little song and then we'll talk about it. On the new guitar, because I promised you I would, gymnast. There. Well, I've done that again. Anyway, it shines. What I can get right now. Yeah. The hell, man. Anyway, I'm going to play the damn thing because I can't get it to shine. And the other one's going on the wall. Hell with that guitar. It sucks. God, it was making me question if I didn't even know how to play anymore. Well, we were out on a date in my dad's car. I didn't think that we had driven that thing too far. Well, there in the road, it was straight ahead. Car was stalled, maybe the engine was dead. I couldn't stop even though I was swerving right. I'll never forget all the sound that night. The screaming tires, the busting glass, and the baby be? God, please don't tell me you took her from me. I'll be good if I gotta be. If somehow I can save my baby. When I woke up, that rain was pouring down. There were people, they were starting to gather around. Something warm, it was running through my eyes. And I still managed to find my baby that night. I got a little hope. I changed the rhythm to the song. Hey, I lifted her head, she looked at me and she said, I love you, baby, but I don't want to be dead. So where can my baby be? Somehow, Lord, if you'll work with me. So I held her close, kissed her last kiss, found the love I knew I would miss. Well, now she's gone home, even though I hold her tight. I lost my love, so I lost my life. Please, God, won't you tell me what to do? Well, you cut a deal, I'll work with you. 'Cause I'll be good, God, if I gotta be. If there's any way I can save my baby. Oh, I can't believe I just hit my guitar. I ran everybody off. It's all right. People don't have to say. I want this to be recorded, so I record everything. I don't ever not record. That's how I get profound stuff. I record 100% of my life. Well, pretty much. And 80% of it's jibber jabber idiocracy. But it's like 15% of that that's profound as hell. So I just like edit all that out. You know, like people do their life on Facebook. We'll take the 2 best minutes of the day, put it on there and act like that's our life. All that time we're screaming and hollering and kids are throwing shit and he's cussing. I broke 2 glasses over my husband's head or whatever. We ain't gonna put that on there. I think that's a form of mental health in itself. Hell, anything you think about is mental health. Because if you're thinking unhealthy thoughts, which I do quite often, then it ain't healthy, right? What happened to Oz? Where you at, Aussie Army? I think I would come up with a. Oh, you're welcome. Music's food for the soul. That's right. No matter what your taste is. I agree. That's actually, you led me into my next topic. There are 2 Australian bands that, yes, they play heavy metal. They've been around since 1998 and 1999. One's from Perth and one's from, wait a minute, that is the Western Territory. One's from Perth, the one's from the side of New Zealand. So they're literally from each side of Oz, North Plain and Carnival. Carnival with a K and a VOOL. And I done a reaction to them. And nobody clicks on it. And I think that's, I I don't want to say hypocritical, because if you don't realize you're being a hypocrite, I'm not sure if you're being a hypocrite. I'm not saying it's hypocritical, but to support every band in Oz but the heavy metal scene is, I don't know, man. Just having a hard time wrapping my mind around that. Because I can go from headbanging to listening to John Farnham, to listening to Tool, to listening to Hank Williams Jr. I know everybody ain't like that. But if I supported American music so much to where I literally put that in front, you're one of the few people I don't see do that, by the way. It's okay. But I got used to it myself. Everything I see, I put Ozzy in front of it. I miss my buddy Michael. He's still a channel member. Where you at, Michael? If you're out there, I miss you bad, terribly, my friend. Let me know you're okay. But Michael, he said, these blokes, I'm going to get them. He went on every single reaction, even reactions that had nothing to do with Australians, and was putting a comment at the top saying, come on, you blokes. Let's say a few Tim Tams, give these poor guys some money. So that was so funny. I didn't know how to break it to him. Like, Michael, probably ain't very many Australians watching this Bone Thugs and Harmony, so you're probably talking to the wrong people. Yeah, West and East Coast. Yeah, you watch a ton of them. I guess I'm just wondering why that particular scene of music is so almost invisible, because I deal with a lot of people, a lot of requests. They, I don't know, I love Tool. Both of these bands are not inspired. Yeah, inspired by Tool. Carnival has it in their Wikipedia. Inspirations for Deftones and Tool. And it wasn't even Australians that turned me on to these bands. It was a buddy of mine from my life and the channel too. And he didn't know the bands were from Australia, but when now that I'm a reactor, anybody shows me a new song, I'm like, hold up. Let me see if this is reactable first. Just comes with the territory, I guess. As I got my AC/DC shirt on, Bon Scott days. I love you, Johnson, but you're no Bon Scott. I hate it, but because dirty deeds, they done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds, they done dirt cheap. Yow. Sorry. I hate you had to sit through that whole concert. I don't know why I did that. I record all the time. I don't know. A lot of it is really hurts the channel as far as algorithms go, but I really don't care. I'm not in it for this monetary gain. So this channel that I was on earlier, though, it's called Mental and the person's name. So almost in a harsh way, like you call it, like call me Mental Danny, like. Probably think of a better name to call it. That's almost like that word retarded. It used to be used a lot. It's became stigmatized, and I understand why. It could be very hurtful. This is no different than like I have been really skinny at one point, and I've been really overweight. And you'll hear most people say that it is hard to be called overweight. You'll hear very few people talk about how hurtful it is when you're really skinny. Everybody think, which I was on dope, but everybody assumes you're, on dope and a crackhead or whatever if you're really skinny, and that can hurt just as bad or worse. Yeah, I know John likes metal. That's like, I don't know if you know who Carrie Underwood is. It's a country singer who kind of started in rock roots, but parents were very religious, and she's kind of stayed in country, and she's kind of transferring over lately. Not completely, but she just did a rock tour. Dolly Parton just made a rock record right after doing the thing with Olivia Newton-John. Jolene. I think that was the last thing Olivia recorded. was Jolene. I forgot to put your comments up here. Gymnastics. Well, I forgot. Oh. Hey, I think there's a Gregory. Let me tell him to come here. Hell, I hear it, but I don't see it. That's the problem with these damn phones. He's like a lighter leash. Come here, phone. Clap on, come here. I really don't know where it's at. Like, do a rain dance over for the phone. On BSLA, people who do rain dances. That might be the Aboriginals do the rain dances. I want to show you something. We got a bunch of different backgrounds. Now, oh, those are for future reactions, sorry. Pink Floyd, the Hammers, fire. Hey, there you go. Anzac Day, it's coming up soon. What would you suggest playing for Anzac Day? Oh, hell, I'm over the flag. I can't do that. Because I'm kind of stumped on that. Yeah, Dahlia's an icon, you know. Her and Olivia grew up about around the same time. I think Dahlia was a few years older. And I have always said to people that aren't really familiar with it, country and pub rock, older country, not the newer country. They're very similar. Man, Alabama and Cold Chisel, American Cold Chisel, Australian Alabama. That's Alabama and Cold Chisel are so much alike. They are two of my favorite bands ever, no matter what genre. And I see so many similarities in the two. They're just cool. Kind of like us, gymnastics. So, Divine Order, oh, I love that name. That was so cool. Divine Order, I like that. I love being spiritual. I love talking about the divine, but it's hard to do here. The American Bible Belt is a little more uptight about it, you know. Specific. Oh, you can't love God if you don't call God. You know, anyway, it's hard to do. And it causes me mental health because, you know, if you are in a group that's all about understanding and forgiveness and, you know, embracing and uniting and all this, but yet you can't even talk about God without arguing, even with each other. Seems like it's cultish behavior to me, but no one sees it. But anyway, I don't know. I'm probably the weirdo. I do like a band with a wrench for a logo, and it's okay. The only time I feel bad is if like there's an older couple and the madam will, or the Sheila will, oh, son, are you a mechanic? I love your tattoo. Then I see the man look at me like, you little bastard. I gotta feel bad, but I mean, you know, it's a representation for it's whatever you want it to be. You can look at something, you can look in the clouds and say you see Satan, or you see Jesus, or you see a taxi cab. That don't mean it's there. It's just what you perceive it to be. Sometimes our underlying thoughts can shape our reality to what we want to see sometimes. the great country singer Waylon Jennings had a great line in a song. Be careful of something that's just what you want it to be. Because that can drown you real quick. If you try to hold on to how you sing something, but it turned out to be different. Yeah. I could have been one of them philosopher, astronomer people. I've been told many times I could have been a philosopher or a poet. He deems himself a poet. How can you eat your pudding if you don't eat your meat? I'm not a poet. I just am a triple extrovert who don't mind talking about feelings. That's I think that's why Greg rounds me out great. He's the anchor that keeps me. That he is the balancing beam, kind of, and the anchor. Because sometimes I can't see where the balance is, where the little bubble in the damn roller for the carpenters, where you find the balance in that bubble. Sometimes he's those lines for me, so it helps. So it is about 6 p.m. for you, Jim. That's I think you should be about 14 hours ahead of me, unless you're over on a little rock in New Zealand. Sometimes they're 15 hours ahead of me. The Kiwis. Where did they get that name from? Where did that originate? Does anybody know? Maybe, I know, like Hawaii has like kiwi looking, well, hey, they have kiwis. I think that's where kiwis grow. Only place native in America, I think. I would have to check. Absolutely, I don't know. But I definitely want to point out that mental health thing. I wish I could talk to some people who seen what I seen. I wish I would have screen recorded it, really. I guess I still could, but because they play on repeat, but it ain't no big deal. Gymnastics, anytime you want. I got platforms where people can gather. We got to see how enough people to gather them there. And we can share music or whatever. You don't have to turn a mic on. You don't have to turn a camera on or anything. You just type. And kind of like, I know Dr. Cap used to go to the, expectations. Yeah. Hey, no, if I put it on the screen, I can see it better. Yeah. Yep. You just quoted Tool. Good job. No. I will find a cinder in you. I will chew it up and leave. I will work to elevate you just enough to bring you down. I think that's kind of the same thing. Oh. Native for the flightless bird. Well, that's a hell of a thing to call your brother over there. Y'all are mean as hell. Like a llama. That's why they can spit so far. Hell with you, I can't fly, I'll spit on your ass. I had some llamas in the field beside my house. You tell them we're drunk friends, you can go pet them. They were fine. They come back in and spit on them, mad as hell. I thought it was funny, though. So I never stopped telling people that. I love that, though. A flightless bird. It's like a bird that can't fly is a jailbird. That's what just a joke, I guess. Like that terrible American joke. What are you? If you're American when you go in the bathroom, you're American when you come out. What are you while you're in that bathroom? Well, you're a peeing, of course. That's pretty easy. You're a peeing. That was like 2nd grade. School's really where you learn all your bad habits. I think 5:24 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast too. That's crazy because we're the furthest we can be away time zone wise. But yeah, 54% of my subscribers are in Oz or Oz/New Zealand. Y'all tried to merge with them, I know. And they said maybe one day, from what I understand. They chose to stay their own, I guess, sovereign nation in a way. But I know you can never get along with a Kiwi on anything unless somebody outside of these two little rocks are the one doing the name calling. Then you got your brothers and your sisters back. I love that. It's exactly like siblings. It's cool. I have two good friends on my Discord. One is from New Zealand. One is from Perth. So they're farthest as they can get away from each other. And they say they ain't far enough. One does not like John Farnham. You can assume that is the Kiwi. And one loves John Farnham. That's who got me. That's why I know you right now. Thank you, Kingdom Soups. Slaya Playa, I still love you. You introduced me to, now I'm going to forget their names. Another heavy metal band, a Kiwi band. John Too Good is the singer's name. I don't remember. John Too Good's his name. But we should I like talking like this, gymnastics. I wish I could get, the 10 people I talk to the very most together sometimes and listen to some music, and I would not tool y'all to death at all. I would never do that. What about Knock Knock Knocking on Heaven's Door? You heard that song before? I can play that. I can play Hotel California. I can play Freebird. There aren't very many words in that Knock Knock Knocking on Heaven's Door song. Not to make some up. Funny little bird, huh? Hold on. They are a funny little bird living on the forest floor. They have a long curved beak, good for picking up tucker off the ground. I'm New Zealand born, lived in Aussie for 50 years. So you're a Kawasi. I am familiar with this term. I did not know that was you. So now I feel like I know your shadow self. So the shadow is a term come up with by a Dr. Carl Jung, or Jung, however you want to look at it, Jung, of your shadow. So no one can shed their shadow. Your shadow's always there. That's the name of my other guitar, Shadow and Shade. They're the dark reflection of yourself. Everyone has it. When you acknowledge it, then you're balanced. You're more at peace. Yeah, I can do that. Man, I need to quit hitting the damn thing, man. Frig. I don't even know what a frig is. I think a frig's what you put together to make a fig Newton. I'm not sure. Isaac Newton probably knew. I know. I'm a goofball. baby, answer no more. But I'll keep knocking on the door. Mama, take me back. Mama, take these badges from me. I can't use them, mama, no more. A long black cloud keeps on following me around. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I was off on my timing, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jung. That's exactly right. Carl Jung. He talks about the shadow. That's a Tool song. The only one I can play a little bit of. Yeah, it's about shedding your shadow, becoming more than a better person than you were before. It's about, almost all of Tool songs are about that. They're not tap your foot songs. That's why a lot of people don't get into it. It's not really about the music per se at all. The music is specifically, I won't say made to mimic the lyrics, because Maynard writes the lyrics after the music's made, which is kind of butt backwards from almost everyone else. Most all people write lyrics to music. Write music to the lyrics. This is opposite. Maynard rides around with this music, tries to invoke what the music makes him feel, and then he will write lyrics around the feelings that the music gives him. So it's unique. I don't mean it's better or worse. I try to point this out all the time. And the playlist, I wanted to, since I got here, the playlist. Check this out. So, I have figured out that almost no damn body understands playlists, including us, because we just recently got better at it. Let's go to the channel. We'll hear Greg start talking here. I put a pink backdrop. Now, let me see. Yeah, here you are. So, we're on the channel here. Home, videos. And we just learned this. On the videos, you got latest, popular, and oldest. I didn't know you could just hit that button and it would flip it around for you. So, most popular, John Farnham. First video to ever get over 10,000 views. Help. Help me, John. Help me. I love when he does that. And Footy. Footy is catching John. Swan Song will not, because I had to mute all the damn music in it. Eric Bogle and Anzac Day, honor of Anzac Day, coming on strong. Lane Staley, Nightwish, Lane Staley, and Love Bites. Again, the Japanese love their singers, and I commend them for that. The Warning, awesome band. Cold at Chisel, one of OGL's first reactions with us. And our very first reaction. Please Don't Ask Me. John and Olivia. 1 year ago. And Red Gum, I was only 19. Orlane Staley, Casey Chambers. Yeah, so Oz, you're dominating the charts, man. I'm okay with that. Oh, my point. Go back. See, I get lost. Or you can go to the oldest, which are videos I put on way before I became a creator. But they're still there. My daughter's 16th birthday party. Me talking to all my little nephews. My older cars. Me showing my tattoos, getting in my car. So yeah, you get the point. Here is a buddy of mine playing that same riff there, the 46 and 2 in gymnastics. That's not so good. That's not it. I was wrong. I'm sorry. So anyway, then you got the shorts. And man, we don't do them really no more, but we have a lot of shorts. I mean a lot. Good Lord. They go on for days. Some of them are kind of funny. Here's me and my mom. My mother in the Appalachian Mountains when we seen bears.
Look at those little babies. I wish I could get one of those babies. I don't think Mama would let me.
Eric's number would be. Yeah, we did it last Anzac Day though.
Look at them go.
Not sure.
Oh, look at those little babies.
I have Delta Goodrum singing
I wish I
We
could
Are
get one
Australian.
of those babies. I don't think Mama would
That's
let
my
me.
mom. Those are bears.
Look at them go. Oh, look at those little babies.
Yeah, I agree about
I
the
wish I
door.
could get one of those babies.
My
I
mom's
don't think Mama
crack.
would
I
let
wish I could
me.
get one of them babies. What are you talking about, Mama?
Look at them go. Oh, look at those.
I hate shorts. You can't do nothing with them. Oh, gymnastics slapped me out of this shit. Look here. This is all I want to do. Play this. So, everything from classic rocks to there is one that is labeled Aussie Gems. And of course, it's going to be down near the bottom. Vanessa Amorosi, Anzac Day. Barnesy, Farnsy. Aussie Gems. Check this out. So, yeah. So there is the North Lane reaction I was talking about with Carnival. Oh, let me get me out of there. So these are all nothing but Australian reactions. All the way. There are 114 of them. Coaches on the bottom. Farnham, we are Australian. You asked about that one, I think, one time. The Seekers. No, you asked for the Carnival is over. We have that too. There's Eric Bogle. If I'm saying that right, in excess. Me talking to John on his birthday. It's kind of embarrassing. I didn't think nobody would see it. I didn't put it out for nobody to see it really, but people saw it. That's okay. Mahalia Barnes, Randy Feltface, Granada with Anthony Warlow, Barnesy and Diesel. Farnham wins Best Adult Contemporary. There are those two Australian bands I was talking about. Vanessa, Kate, Vanessa, John, the whole cast, Jesus Christ Superstar, Working Class Man. There it is. Carnival is over. So there are two of them because I messed one up. I don't know how you tell the difference though. One, the audio is off from our mouse. I should take the other one down. Help, Vanessa. We done that right before Tina passed away. I think we were the last reaction channel to upload a Tina Turner reaction. Right before she passed away. She passed away the next morning. It's kind of weird. And if you're asking me what my Matt's favorite Kiwi, 138 views, unexcusable Oz. That is your brother. Watch him. So, now I'm looking. My favorite John Farnham song. I like Carols by Candlelight. That was nice. Him and Jimmy and his son doing it. Tim Minchin was great. I liked In Days to Come, just didn't want to see Richard Nixon in the video. But I'm over it. Shirley Stratton. Natalie Imbruglia. That dominated the radios when I was a kid. Where you at, John? My favorite song. I must have missed it. I must have got drunk and I missed it. I took her home and I kissed it. She threw a fit the next day, so I dissed it. Sorry. I don't think it's playing in the wind. It's kind of like a techno. I never heard John sing nothing like that. Listen to the wind. I think that's it. Let me check real quick. Yeah, I think it's Listen to the Wind. Yeah, that's it.
I listen to the wind, and if there's tales I'll learn, I listen to.
Man, I love that song. Listen to the wind. So great. So great. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me catch up. I'm sorry. Yes, I need to get the door fixed for sure. The baby bears are cute, man. I don't know about my mom wanting to hold them. Oh, British Columbia, Canada. Yeah, I got some really good friends in Canada. There are some great musicians came out of Canada as well. Like basically did on the roadside. That's cool. We got bears out the bazoo, man. They're everywhere. No. Yeah, she was very, very, very full of energy, vibrance. Can't say enough about Tina. So she left this world too soon. Shirley. Skyhooks, yeah. What is that? I can't remember what the little saying is, but the song was really meant to be, from what I understand, written about a very tragic situation. And that little thing the audience started doing just kind of grew as part of the song. So, that's that Last Kiss song I'm singing is a really dark song. I'm trying to actually make it a little darker, but. Let's go play this for Jennifer. She's not feeling very good. On a dark desert highway, eucalyptus rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, running for the door. Had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Oh, a lovely place. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibi. Yeah, Hotel California's fun. It is. It's not bad. It's a fun song to sing. It's a little complicated to sing it and play it. But if I stay, if I leave here tomorrow, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? I must be traveling on now, 'cause there's too many places I need to see. But if I stay here with you, girl, shit just wouldn't be the same. I'm as free as a bird that can't fly and he bumps his butt. All the Kiwis ain't the same. Poor Kiwis is a bird that can't touch his butt. I think a screw bell. I couldn't resist. It's funny to play songs that you've heard all your life and wonder how people made them, come to pass. But I realize that I just been playing a terrible guitar. Mama told me when I was young, said, come sit beside me, my only son, and you listen closely to what I say. If you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Memories going to the pub underage, listening to the bands. That legal drinker was 21. Ooh, in those days. Yeah, they were in mine too. I don't know what I'm talking about. If you got busted and were employed in a government job, you lost your job. Ooh, that's what all America here does to you if you're in a traffic accident. You have marijuana in your system, even though it's legal in 38 states. 38 states, count them, not medically. It is recreationally legal in 38 states now. But it's federally more illegal than heroin, cocaine, or fentanyl, or meth. Now, if you can't spell hypocrisy or you don't know a good example of it, allow me to introduce you to America and the pharmaceutical industries. Yeah, they're the biggest drug dealer on the planet. But, what would I know? I'm just the next junkie. So, I'm being sarcastic. I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. Quit it, Danny. Quit it. So, I got one for you. It's not legal anywhere. Well, you guys have 6 states, correct? Or 6 divisions, or 6 whatever. I think they're called states. Territories. I know. So, and if I'm not mistaken, there's 6 major cities as well. Well, I mean, they're really busy and densely populated. Black is so hard to keep clean. That's so weird. I used to call black the absence of color, but Greg corrected me. Black is actually all the colors together. Or white or albino is the absence of color. Hey, I'm on YouTube and I'm making my go. Trying to make up a song, but it ain't working. I didn't know that it was totally illegal everywhere in Oz, though. I didn't know that. I never really thought to ask. So, yeah, you know, I told Greg that it's humbling to me that the 2 things I was really, I won't say worried about, I was concerned about getting backlash on, and people pointing out that, you know, my medicated reactions sometimes of the butter nature, and me talking about Tool too much. Because as far as I know, there's not another reactor on YouTube who actively identifies as a super fan of a certain one band who reacts to all other bands. I'm not sure if that exists. 5 states and 2 territories. Gotcha. It's the Western and Eastern Territory, and there's 5 states. And none of them have Starbucks, because your coffee culture is insane. But I love it. Dr. Cap, shout out to you still. I know you're going through some stuff. We love you, Happy Cap. I have grown to love you, mate, and you're my mate because I got a mate name for you, and it's Happy Cap. You might not be happy right now, Cap. That's your damn name, so that's what I got to call you. Gymnastics, we need a mate name. Or I may not be saying that correctly, but it's the name you give, you know, your mate. You become like good friends. I guess we overuse every damn term here. Your best friend. You got a bunch of best friends. You're my best friend too. Well, if you're my best friend, you're my best friend. How the hell do I have a best friend? That just don't make sense. That's when that guy, I don't know. You tell me. It is a struggle with medical weed, yeah. Yeah, my lovely state of North Carolina, I love it very much. I'm in the South, but I'm in a northern state. Does that make any sense? But we don't, we do not approve, apparently, of it in a medical or a recreational sense. But 2 hours north of me in Virginia, it's legal in both of those avenues. And in South Carolina, right under me, about 2.5, 3 hours, it's, you don't have to wear your seatbelt, where you do here. So I could literally go to Virginia, partake in a legal smoke session or eating, and then go to South Carolina and come back across the line with my seatbelt off, get in a wreck, and be put in jail for manslaughter and no seatbelt. This is the divided states of America. It's what, and not only Oz, you know, I can see why many countries would see us as being insular, but I have come up with a saying, and Greg loves it, but I don't like to use it because it seems kind of mean. But all Americans are different, and half of us are you. That's the saying I made up for the Nightwish Army at first, because I needed to be clear on the fact that we're not all insular. And the footy reaction, which By the way, somebody commented on a lady who just recently subbed to us. Thank you. She said, "Look, I'm Australian, and I'm never ever going to call it footy again. It's footsie from now on." Because in that reaction, I say I could have swore Jennifer was telling me it's called footsie. I wonder why there was a bunch of men out here beating the hell out of each other over a sport called footsie. That comment didn't go over all that well, but hey, it made for good conversation. Dumbass American calls footy footsie. Well, in retrospect, it's not a whole lot different. Footy, footsie, I mean, it's one letter. I guess it means a lot, but. I'm trying to think of a name. I don't want to call you Jimmy because I got a friend named Jimmy. That's what Mayor's mama called him. The song named Jimmy. We have got away from our country reactions. Got to get back, OGL. We got to get back to the country. Well, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bowl. You kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. That's a Louisiana Saturday night. Well, mother brother, well, out on hunting and fishing is my other brother Charles out with a one-eyed dog or something. I can't remember how it goes. I like that old country, man. I didn't even know what the hell he was singing about. I'm gonna hire a wino to decorate our home. Well, so you'll feel more at ease here, and you won't need to roam. We'll throw out the dining room table. We'll put a bar along that wall and a neon sign that points to our bathroom down the hall. That's the real song. I'm gonna hire a wino. Decorate our home. She didn't want her husband going out and getting drunk no more. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Alabama, man, Alabama. Try to get you hooked up with Alabama. Well, I hate that about the medical card. They're not going through. That's not to get on the trip again, but you know, there are amazing things being done with microdosing of psilocybin mushrooms or magic mushrooms, and DMT treatment, which is in our brain anyway. It's how we dream. So Bill Hicks, a comedian, always made the joke that, well, everybody's packing. People say they ain't tripped before. Everybody's tripped. It's in your brain. We are the yin and yang team. I got one over there. This spinning thing, you seen it before? It's got the negative and the positive on it. I used to spin that thing for every reaction. I used to have a lightsaber. This is it. So every time something cool happened on TV, I would pow. It would look like a lightsaber, and I'd put some kind of like explosion thing in the reaction. But running all the reactions through an editing app made it not as good quality. And we're finally with decent quality now. I can do all kinds of things. Let me see if I can get Lane Staley to holler one time. Well, I'm taking us down. Maybe they won't. This is Lane Staley. Let's do it. All right, they might get me. I'm going to take it off. Bless that man. Miss him. We miss you, Lane. You lost your battle, but you've helped so many of us win ours. One of the most demonized singers in rock and roll history for being honest about drug use. Something that not many of them did. So maybe the ones that got clean after they got clean. But it's okay. He's a special guy. And I finally put a link between Lane Staley and John Farnham. John Farnham talked about how love can be not so much different than hate in that last reaction I done. And love, hate, love kind of accentuates that. Harmonics. Yeah. The mushy drink. That's the only part I don't understand. I'm not familiar with that. I'm sorry about your loss, though. Yeah. Well, creation breeds destruction, or just whatever, the other way around. Tree is the greatest representation for life. And a tree can't sprout in the light, it has to sprout in the dark. And through friction, it finds its way to the light. But it still keeps its roots grounded in the dark. It's why the tree is a perfect representation for life and death and all things in between. You may be on a branch on the other side of the tree, but we're still connected to that tree. And if we break loose and fall to the ground, well, the earth eats us back up and we become another tree. The cycle continues. The Sultans of Swing, well, sure I do. Yeah. I can't play it if that's what you mean. I can play Jack and Diane from John Cougar Mellencamp. Was that Tom Petty that played the Sultans of Dire Straits? Was Tom Petty the singer of Dire Straits? You just got me thinking. Huh. Got my brain working. That ain't easy to do. Let's go find out. I think definitely. It sounds like Tom Petty. I remember Roy Orbison's group too. Well, it's all right. Yeah, his song, Traveling Wilburys. That was damn Tom Petty too. Who sang for Dire Straits? You see what it does to me? Oh no. Dire Straits singer. British band. No. So Tom Petty is not in that. All right. Somebody sounding like Tom Petty. Mark. Man, I can't say that.
Dire Straits were a British rock band formed in London in 1977 by Mark Knopfler.
Mark Knopfler. Got it. Yeah. The Traveling Wilburys. That was a bush, wasn't it? The Wilburys was a bush. I could be wrong about that. So the oh yeah, when life goes on, long out of the thrill. Petty was the Heartbreakers, yeah, and he did a song with Stevie Nicks. Don't go chasing my heart around, something like that. That was just a collaboration, I know. And it was just 420 recently, and of course Tom made the best, arguably the best Get High song ever. Last Dance with Mary Jane. You could argue Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song, but that song wasn't just about, that song was about all different kinds of things. But yeah, drink your gin and Hanukkah, smoke your marijuana. Yeah, Mark Knopfler. I won't forget that again. I will be doing Midnight Oil. Is that the Burning Beds band? I'll be doing them soon. Because I barely remember that song. I could probably react to that song. Also, what's the band he just done? Man, OGL's gonna smack me upside my damn head. Gregory, I'm sorry. Crowded House and Midnight Oil. I'll be doing both of them soon. Yes. Oh, and were you familiar with the playlists being there? Because a lot of people aren't. I think we should probably put a little commercial thing on the page, because I've noticed when I'm like on my TV and stuff, I rarely ever go to people's pages until I became a creator, because you can find out a lot about people just by going to their page. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean you'll get a description of what the channel's about just by clicking on the page. So I can go here. I love this song.
Oh, this is just a story for the years to say. I said, baby, if you ever want, oh, let's just steal the moment.
Let's just steal the moment
Before we have to die.
before we have to die. Oh, baby, will we ever learn? I love John's songs about that. Like, that's a good, it's like part 2 to The Voice, I think. Oh, that wasn't my King though. Johnny boy, see what you do to me. Play soldiers to swing. Yeah, they are awesome. John Jorgensen. So, these are apparently people I need to listen to. Well, looky here. Oh, I can't copy that. Yeah, I can't. Hold on. I got a different way to do it. Ah, man. It won't let me. Dang it. But, yeah. I was just wanting to, like, anytime you see somebody, well, I can't go to myself, really. But if I go to people I'm subscribed to, or if I go to Elizabeth, which, E, you made me feel so good. You commented on one of our videos. On my video, the one you watched, their gymnastics, the one me playing my guitar. And I didn't pin it because I didn't want to cause a lot of attention to her. Cappy, we love you, Cappy. We hope you're okay. You put this comment on here to be public, Cappy, so I'm going to read it. Congrats on the new guitar, Possum. I have been a bit quiet, had a little accident, and have had major surgery on my foot. They've had to surgically break 3 toes and reset, fuse them, and put a big long metal screw in my 4th toe. Still in the hospital trying to get mobile. And you did, Cappy. And the charismatic voice herself. About the first few chords, you were going to start singing Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. I second guessed myself. Came back, I was right. Nice job. Thank you, E. We love you. Oh, but the point of this was, if you go to someone's channel, like the charismatic voice, shout out for E breaking 1.5 million, 1.64. Love it. Yeah, you always get a description of what the channel's about. And any kind of affiliate links or such. We are a community of people who love good music and great singing. Our videos strive to dive deeper into the artists you adore so that we can better understand what makes them do so dang good. Videos from here every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Our operatic founder and vocal god, Elizabeth Jarrell, has multiple degrees in music and voice from the Curtis Institute of Music, Oberlin Conservatory, and Berklee College of Music. She's also a voice and science nerd. She is. Mrs. Jarrell has performed in 18 languages throughout major venues in Europe, Asia, and North America. She has a uniquely modern career which bridges the gap between voice and technology and aims to demystify singing for all. Elizabeth is a nerd, for sure, but we love her. And I don't see anything in her about like headline Carnegie Hall. I guess you're too proud for that. It's okay. She was blown away by John Barnum. But all channels work the same. Videos, shorts, live, playlists. So just like us, she has many videos of the bands that she does. Tool, this is how I found her. Tool reactions, bam bam. All right, I'm coming back. Gymnastics, I'm sorry. I'm here. Oh yeah, I need to look that up. So Tommy Emmanuel, I've heard of that. Why have I heard of that? You're gonna, okay. I can't reach the damn keys right now, so I can't. Maybe I can. No, I can't copy it. So Tommy Emmanuel sounds really familiar. I wanted to do a thing about underrated guitarists. The guitarist for Marillion is astronomical, very good. Jerry Cantrell is such an underrated guitarist. Wait a minute. There's an Ian Moss and an Ian Mosley. Ian Mosley is for Marillion. Ian Moss is the one in Cold Chisel. Okay, he is underrated too. Because, man, that guitar that sorry. That guitar that he plays in the other rendition of When the War Is Over, it's an Australian-made guitar. Man, it sounds so good. Okay, so I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. The Doodaloo, the big horn that they use a lot in Australian, the Aboriginal horn, the Dogardio, or yeah, I know, Dr. Catsfoot. Hell, I don't know what to do. Really, try to cheer her up. Ain't so much I can do. I would put a foot in her ass, but that would be a bad thing to do because sorry, has a foot that hurts, I guess. So. It sucks, man. I wouldn't want to have a bad foot. I mean, yeah, there's just nothing really good to do. Hospital food sucks. Heart goes out to Dr. Cap. Foot injuries are crappy. Yes, they are. You don't appreciate how important. Yeah, right. No doubt. Yeah, I got really lucky when I broke my leg in my accident because it doesn't really hurt. I can tell when the rain's coming. That's really it. It doesn't hurt. So, I was going to try a Hank Williams Jr. song, a cappella, run everybody off. I think I learned how to play it, but I can sing it. It's just, I learned how to play a couple songs just by looking them up last night. You know, I bet I could look up guitar tabs on coaches or something too, and find something that's fairly easy to play. I wish I had to play You're the Voice. I still have never listened to Hart's rendition of it. I know I've heard that Hart did it and it's actually done better than John's version. So I love Hart. I love John. I don't even want to put that connection there to even try to think about it. So I've never listened to Hart's rendition of You're the Voice. I've heard a Norwegian singer, Jorn, do You're the Voice. And I have heard, I can't remember. The female do it. So I have Delta Goodrin doing We Are Australian for Anzac Day, and I've seen where the Seekers do, and the band played Waltzing Matilda. That would probably do well, huh? Oh, I'm gonna look it up, don't worry. Chet Atkins. Oh, yeah, you know who Chet Atkins is. Nah. Well, that warms my heart, because that man I pretty much helped Hank Williams Jr. learn about life. Chet Atkins is who produced the Outlaws album, was the very first country album to go specifically quadruple platinum. So country music owes all its dues to the Outlaws. So, country music industry, you piece of clay. Mom always told me, you know. Yeah, Chet Atkins is an amazing guitar player. Plays, let's see if I can find anything. On Chet and Hank. Chet Atkins and Hank Williams Jr. Here's Hank Roy Acuff. Chet. I know Chet has introduced Hank many times. No. Hank Williams Jr. just came to Charlotte recently, believe it or not. At a very old age. '74, I think Hank is. Oh man, this is sad. I forgot you. All right, I'm about to let you go. I want to show you this thing here with Chet Atkins. You got me thinking. I'm gonna look them gentlemen up. All right. Thank you for spending this time with me. I will yeah, I will make you sick probably with this, but I will cut that fragment out where I talk about the mental health and the channel. I may talk to a few people, make sure it's the right thing to do. I don't want to publicly call anybody out, so through the roof. Yeah, my little globes. And my light makes me look pretty. My halo, right over my third eye. Pow. Thank you. Yeah, Chet was admired the world over, no doubt. Had his beautiful hands, was a real gentleman. 1952 model. Yes, you do know. Yeah, I think you could even go back before Hank Williams if you wanted to, and to Jimmy Rogers. I don't necessarily like Jimmy Rogers that much. He done some shiesty moves there at the end of his life, but Jimmy Rogers is really who sang the very first music on public radio anywhere on earth other than gospel. And not taking away from gospel, that's just all that had ever been on the radio. Jimmy Rogers was the first one to sing about problems, real life problems. All right, much love. Mental health is real. Be a part of the start. I don't think it's right to use marketing techniques on people suffering actively from mental health and ask them to speak into a super chat sticker to get recognized. That is not help. That is accentuating their problems and making them pay for it, monetarily and mentally. So, much love, Jim. Yeah, you know we love you. And yeah, I'm going to look up them 3 gentlemen right now. Because I ain't got nothing else to do. I can sit here all night. Get you some supper. Enjoy Oz. More John's coming. Soon will be one that I can't remember the damn name of it right now. But it's from that same concert. And Midnight Oil and Crowded House. Coming soon. Much love. Thank you, Gymnastics. I can't hit the button, do it with my left hand.